Is the shadow-based raid, the Avengers one, the most easiest shadow-based raid? Hello everybody, welcome to a little grind through video. So we've got different options for different shadow-based raids. I think we all know that by now. And what I wanted to do in this video is have a look at which ones are the easiest ones. As you know, we've covered a good chunk of them. There's some that I don't really like, or I think are a bit bland, or I don't like the way that the route mechanic is worked into them. I think this one here with the Avengers one is actually one of the most easiest ones. As I've said, there are many others, but it just depends on how you like route. This one's a bit of an iffy one, especially if you like champions that persistent-based champions are going to be great. Corvus, and that's effectively what we're talking about, this one being the Corvus Slayer, because that's what this one is all about. Or Medusa, whatever tickles your fancy, or as well Mr. Sinister. Now that's another thing, Mr. Sinister could be great for this, especially with the various types of ways that by defeating an opponent, he can then get a persistent-based charge, or kind of something that adds to a further genetic coding thing. The same way as well you could use your Professor Xavier, anyone really, like anything that persists or has some kind of mechanic in it would be great for this. But I think as well having Corvus Glaive is a great option, especially as on this route you go against one Avenger, great. By the time you've got down to Iron Man, that's going to be 2, and if you are fortunate and play and find an evade, then that's number 3. That's 3 of those charges, 3 of those missions completed, and yeah, it's gonna be good. That's 3 charges from doing the evade and the tech and the Avenger, so that's the 3 there. So yeah, seems very straightforward for Corvus. Now, I've just gone through Falcon pretty easily. I would love to say that at some point in December I will have Suicide Masteries on, especially with the new Book 2 Act 1. But at the same time, I am really enjoying this because as well you get the additional charges as soon as you go up against an Avenger. You get the additional charges. Now I'm going to go for a sneaky SP1. I was too overconfident. I should have not been as confident, but that's fine. It doesn't matter because we've picked up the win. 0 effort. I'm using my rank 3 6-star, which I love, but as a lot of you know, potency is better when it's Suicide Masteries. I'd say as well, any champion really does the Avengers one. Most of them are, except for Hulk and anything that might be a robot, would have a good opponent in shape and form of Archangel. Archangel having those neurotoxins is spicy. But still, 0 effort from Mr. Corvus Glaive. You could also use Medusa as well. I don't think a lot of people are struggling with this. Definitely not seen a huge amount of people overly complaining about this. So yeah, roll on. But yeah, Corvus and having the additional amounts of the glaive charges based on the link with them being all Avengers. Right, let's pick up my next mission. I did lose my Scarlet Witch, but unfortunately that's just down to a lot of dropped inputs. Something this month that has been absolutely terrible. I think its consistency this month has been just the worst. It is surprising the extent of complaints that I'm seeing about the game, especially this month, as opposed to last month. Last month was perfect. I didn't have quite so many problems. I did have an issue with, I think very early on, and then it got better. And then from there, from say this new update. So I did Abyss of Legends, and then updated the game, and then completed Abyss of Legends. Fine, absolutely fine. This one's Uncollected has been fine, but I haven't been back into it since I've 100%ed it, which was Sunday. But I'm just finding in Cavalier, in the side quest here, we've got so many so many inconsistencies with dropped inputs and just general functionality. I use that word a lot, but I don't think it really means anything. Just the way that the inputs are just dropped not all the time, but very odd at times, that it just randomly drops all of a sudden, and it's just like wunderbar. It's like, okay, what are you going to do? I'm just going to smash through. I'm confident. Yeah, there we go. Very confident there. I've already got the 2, I want to say, that I need. Now, the Black Widow, this is the problem with the heavy attack, because it's the multiple. So I just got to make sure I don't get hit by a heavy attack. That's the thing, because the root comes off the heavy attack. So I need to get my parries in as much as possible. But at the same time, I need to get that evade. Will I get it? Here's the question. Probably won't. Come on. Come on. I'm desperately trying to get this evade off. Or, you know, trying to... Nah, she can do it. Doesn't matter, though. It doesn't matter. I mean, I am looking for it in order to get the final... the final mission completed for that evade. I'm not going to get it this time. I have had times when I've done the run and it's been fine. But yeah, I do like a nice Corvus Glaive. I'm liking it a bit too much, so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna consider Suicide Masteries. I need to put together a list of champions that I like working with Suicides, and I've got like a load of champions that could work with it. But I need to go like, hey, you know, what's good? Should I have Warlock as my power control? Should I have Dormammu as my power control? Because I'm warming to Dormammu again. Especially with the idea of getting and pushing to a 200 signature, which I know some people find weird. But look on Sunday. I've got a video coming out with Immortal Hulk synergy with him. That when you're building up dark energy and you do a soul bomb detonation, based on your charge, if you've dark energy up and you're like, so it goes from the purple to the green, and then you do the parry heavy, and then you parry heavy when it's 100 for soul bomb detonation. You can get upwards, I think it's about 20k. Especially if you're doing, I think it's class advantage 20k. When you get close to the assassin level, it's like about 27k or something. So there's some really nice damage numbers from it. Not amazing that people go, ooh, but at least enough to make you go, look, I need a power control champion that's double immunity for whatever reason. If you need it or not. Sometimes you do need power double immunity, sometimes you don't. So at least you've got that option available. But still, it interests me. It is nice. It's nice salivating amounts of numbers there. Nice, 43k. I think I can do better with this champion, especially on numbers. And you know, if we get like the Suicide Masteries, I'm sure we can get some good numbers as well. But yeah, I do enjoy this. I do enjoy this mainly with the spanking. The spanking's nice. No, I mean that doesn't sound so wrong, but I mean. Spanking the enemy. Oh, yeah, I've made a mistake. I did a boom boom. Hopefully I'm not going to lose this now. Come on, 3 special. Yeah, who's a good boy? Gotta be... I keep on forgetting about synthesize. Hang on a minute. What? Did I just lose my buffs? Come on, throw it. Take the eyes off the prize. Gonna get clapped. Oh no, they just... What? I think they all stack together. I get a cruelty buff. Anyway, that's the other thing. Like the cruelty buffs do pop up from time to time. Is it helpful? Yeah, of course it is. Maximum amount of damage. Yep, good. Lovely. Give me that gamma. Give me that gamma. I've got loads of stuff still to buy with the gamma. Yep, it doesn't really have to be all about Corvus Glaive. There are other options you could consider, but it just works so well for the champion. Everyone in there is an Avenger. Yeah, I'm pretty certain everyone is Avenger. You've got a tech on the route, so at least you get 2 of the missions completed, as well as the Black Widow one. So as much 3 that you could get, 3 of the missions done very, very easily. There's also lots of opportunities for increased missions, so it means that your damage output with the crits is going to rapidly increase. So that's fantastic in itself. Also, the way that the cruelty buff sometimes pops up dependent on interactions with some of the fights, which is very helpful. Your damage output is still going to be quite extensive and good. And then that kind of applies for a lot of the other champions as well. I've had great fun using different types of persistent champions. You've got Captain Marvel movie, you've got Nick Fury that interacts, not saying persistent, but that kind of interacts well with Avengers. You've got Medusa with a lot of class advantage, pretty fun. But again, it's not just about that. There's Morningstar, even some on the list here, or some that you can see on here. Archangel, most of them are poison and bleed non-immune, except for Hulk, except for the last boss, which is Vision. and watch out for the glancing with Ant-Man. But I think it can't go wrong as long as you've got champions like Hyperion and quick ramp ups or quick Fury things. And but I don't think anybody really has a problem with this one. Sabretooth with the Sasquatch synergy, that's a pretty fun one. Just loads of really cool options here you could consider to take on the content. Mr. Sinister, yeah, Mr. Sinister is a pretty cool option, especially if you're looking at the idea of like what you're taking from fight to fight. So each time Mr. Sinister defeats an opponent, extract some genetic code. So some of that genetic code, prowess from mutants. There isn't a mutant. That's one downside to that one. But at least for like skills for critical rating, science for the regen rate, mystic with a combat power rate. There's no mystic, so at least you get like fury increase. So there's a few things that are on offer to increase and ramp up your champion. I'd love to have a 200 signature Mr. Sinister at 565. That may be something for the future. I would be interested with that. I'm quite a fan of Mr. Sinister, but only of recent really. And yeah, there's a load of champions you could possibly use against the content. Yeah, so take your pick of what to use against that. But now this is just pointing out Corvus does slay, especially with it's kind of like, for me it feels like it's built for Corvus, but there are other interactions. The mutant one is pretty doable, all the other ones. This will be my final shadow-based raid video. I just think this one is the Corvus Slayer. And I wanted to make a video last week. I just didn't have time to sandwich it in with the content. But, I thought, hey, let's put it out now. Let's get it done. And how long have we got actually with these? I think we've got still got to run a further 19 days or 18 days, depending on when you're watching this video. So, yeah, man, lots still to do. So you could see this, two more times go around the week. So, yeah, get your fill. If you've got a Corvus, have a blast and all that jive. Also, remember to check out some content, which is, if I click the button on screen now, up there somewhere. And I'll see you whenever I see you in another video or maybe a live stream. Bye-bye for now.